Paul Bristow.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I would just like to start by paying tribute to my honourable friend, the member for High Peak, for his maiden speech. I've been his friend for 12 years. It was an excellent speech, and I knew he would always make a significant contribution in this House. I think everybody recognises that these are unprecedented times. The Government has needed to act with extraordinary speed, and I would like to thank Ministers, and particularly the Secretary of State, for the energy and the determination they have shown. The coronavirus pandemic is the biggest crisis facing our country for a generation. Today's legislation is necessary to tackle it. Both the Government and local authorities will require temporary emergency powers to get us through this period. The bill is the right thing to do. Nevertheless, we must hope that not all of the powers outlined in the bill will need to be used. Some are uncomfortable and are only justified by the magnitude of the moment. One concern I had related to the proposals around disregarding the wishes of the deceased in Schedule 27, which would have allowed all bodies to be cremated indiscriminately if the system couldn't cope. Understandably, this was causing alarm to anyone whose religion forbids cremation, including my local Muslim community in Peterborough, who made their feelings clear to me this weekend. However difficult circumstances become in the weeks and months ahead, it would be extremely undesirable for their religious beliefs to be ignored. To get through this crisis, we need to bring every community in our country with us. And for that reason, I am enormously grateful for the reassurances today on this issue from the Government. Because of the speed required, we all understand that not every measure announced will be perfect or complete first time. Today's notice of the amendment from the Secretary of State, combined with his comments, will give our Muslim and Jewish communities much of the security they need. And I sincerely hope that this will now mean that local authorities will never enforce cremation of a dead body against the express wishes of the family when they have ample burial spots available and the ability to transport the body to the burial spot. This is welcome and needed, and I've been in close contact with the leaders of all Peterborough's mosques, and they took a firm lead last week in closing Friday prayers, extracurricular schooling, on all their other activities, which was by no means easy to them. They saw through tough decisions, and I'd like to thank Mr Abdul Chowdhury of the Faiz Madinah, Nazim Khan of the Masjid Guzia, Hamid Chowdhury of the Masjid Khadija, and Mr Yunus of the Alma Road Mosque, and Salam Rahmatullah of the Hassani Islamic Centre, Burton Street. We need them and they need us, now more than ever, and I know they will be relieved and pleased by this news from the Government. I also know that Peterborough can come together to find procedures that will allow for Muslim and Jewish burial. As this pandemic develops, we may face the heartbreak of capacity limits, but I am now confident that the City Council and local communities will now find a way through this respectful to all.
Sarah Jones.